This is where it's pulling air from the cabin. So this was down at the passenger foot area.
It doesn't look like it's got one of those anti-allergen.
Doesn't, no, definitely not.
Scott here from Outlaw Garage. We are back with our 911 SC. She is there. She's running a little bit rough. She does need a bit more tuning, but everything is kind of come together on it. Look at that, the engine looks a lot different. The fan, all the air conditioning's out, but she does need a little bit of tuning. We've had her on the engine analyzer, and the hydrocarbons are a little bit high, so she's probably not running on all six as she should be. It could be anything, so we've got some other work to do, which we'll talk about in a moment on her, and then we'll probably bring her back and just check the leak down test, and then any hoses, cables, lines, anything, just to see what's going on. She's got a new exhaust on her. Look at that, that is a fair size, and we'll explain more about that later. But there she is, she's looking alright. New shifter in there. All shifter bushings are done. And she has just passed her roadworthy test, which is absolutely brilliant. So we're off to get some more work done on her. Now, while we're here at Zuffin House, occasionally we turn up in an Uber. Today we're here in our 930. That's probably not a good news story. So I think we've mentioned in one of the videos, she's got actually leaking from both lower valve covers. So I think it's the gaskets. She's been sat for, I don't know, a couple of weeks, and she's got a perfect line down this side where it's dripping, hitting the valve cover, and then it's dropping down. So she's in for a couple of days here. She is due a service, so that's gonna happen, but predominantly in here to get the valve cover leaks done.
Crap in there, yeah, and that, so it looks a bit moist down the bottom because that's that Worth rust neutralizer there.
Yeah, okay. Because that tube wasn't there.
That tube wasn't there, no.
So it was just
all ending up down in there, Scott.
Wow.
And of course that was a big cavity going right through to the passenger footwell there too.
Yeah.
So you could flick a bit of underbody deadener or some stone guard in there now, just seal it all off and make it look good, you know.
Yeah. No, that looks a whole lot better.
Yeah, so it's neat enough, isn't it?
Yeah. So we had a bit of a battery leak. I don't think that would have potentially fixed it all, but there's more wires coming out. That's the console. We pulled the console out because of the new gear shifter that's gone in. So what do we got here?
So this was your airbox that came out. So it's had someone doing a few modifications there, Scott.
Yeah, that's had like.
So what they basically did, the hole in this evaporator down here.
Yeah.
This big one.
Which looks like it's also seen better days.
Which is all cardboard and fiberglass and stuff,
yeah.
right? So what they did is they piped this here into the bottom of this, and then they modified the inside. Look. So we've got air coming. We've got air coming in through here from outside.
Yeah.
And look, they've put some of this. They've jammed it full of this foam here, which I suppose is like a some type of filtration for the air, maybe. But the fan that lives here normally just sucks the air that comes in here and it pumps it out through the car as you need it, up to the demisters or.
Look at this cardboard.
Oh, it's fantastic.
That's a job.
So the fan itself, look, the fan lives in here, and it would have been pulling on this. So yeah, I don't know what their concept was, mate, but it was all pretty. It was all pretty.
It's tar, isn't it?
It's all pretty. How's your father, mate?
Look at that.
Oh, there's more of this stuff, mate. Look at this. There are truckloads of it.
I tell you what, Vic Roads could use some of this for some of the potholes.
Well, that's right. That's right. That's the fan that came out of it. It was all just glued in, you know. It was pretty
agricultural.
Pretty agricultural. And then look at this nice deal. So this is where it's pulling air from the cabin. So this was down at the passenger foot area. So pretty.
It doesn't look like it's got one of those anti-allergen.
Doesn't, no, definitely not. Definitely not.
Well, there we go.
These are all other old bits and pieces, mate. Or packets of stuff that we used throughout the job.
Okay. So that's the last this car is going to see at Zuffenhaus for a little while. Won't be back there now until June. It's still got some little gremlins. It's got some high hydrocarbons, so I need to look at that. Perhaps a leak down test and checking cables and vacuum leaks and a collection of stuff, so we'll do that in June. We are heading off now to North Melbourne and we're going to get some suspension work done on the car. So it is getting coilovers and we've got a little bit of a plan for this little 911 SC, and stay tuned for this because this is going to be a belter. So here we are, we're at True Track. The 911 SC Targa is just outside. She's gonna spend a little bit of time here getting some coilovers. So we probably won't see her until after Christmas, I think it'll probably be. But while we're here, we'll have a bit of a look around because this has to be one of the coolest garages around and their coffee's brilliant. See, there's a coffee machine that's seen some love over the years. Alpha in here. We were just talking about this. They've had to pull the steering column out, which on an old Alpha is just down there. But of course you've got to remove all the carbs and things while you do that. So while you do that, you might as well put a new kit on it, put some hoses in, make it all look kind of pretty again. And she'll run a lot better. But while you got her apart, there's no point putting the old stuff back on again. Here's a shop, there's plenty in here. The BMW, the GTS as well. Look at the shop though. Subi. All the old memorabilia here. And over there, the old Michelin Man. And then up here as well. There is an SVJ getting worked on there. So that'll be pretty special when it comes out, I imagine. Old Ford there as well. Corvette at the top. 280 SL there. And then we've got a Cobra here as well. So this is where the 911 SC is going to live for a little while. And I think this moves out of here. I think it's next week. And I think this will be where our SC will live for a little while until it's all sorted out. So it's going to be a big difference on the road. That will be where we sit kind of having a coffee at lunchtime or something, having a look at it, because this isn't very far away from us. But what a shop. We're not going to see the 911 SC for a little while, but stay tuned, loads happening with it. So got some secret little things that we've not really told anybody about. So stay tuned, give the video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you later, guys. Bye.